Social and political commentary from a Christian male perspective.
When did the problem start to surface? I mean, he was elected mayor. Obviously, somebody liked him enough to get him in there. So when did the problem start?
The problem started when he was a council member. They just persisted and grew more egregious once he became mayor because he kept getting away with stuff. He has all of those skills that, were very instrumental in helping people influence that he was the person to do this job. But these financial violations, they have been problems since he was a council member under various city managers, and we tried to handle a lot of things internally, although he was standing on the front steps of Camelot calling people corrupt, police and the council, although he came in day one and stood on the city hall steps and called for the termination of the clerk, the city manager, the attorney. He came in very controversial.
Also made a unanimous vote of no confidence against their own mayor, Khalid Camus.
This city council is doing whatever they want to do.
This a few days after the mayor questioned the council's handling of a police investigation.
I'm blowing the whistle on this because as mayor, the buck stops with me. And the end of this culture of corruption will also stop with me.
He has had the wool over so many people's eyes. They will always overlook the things that he would do and bash the council, and he will always play the victim and make everybody else the villain. And
Mayor Kobi, when confronted by his all-black city council.
All right, this is an all-black city council. There's nobody of less melanin on this council. This is a Georgia look, clearly, this shoehorn type of table. Anyway, these are all black people. It's pretty not really diverse as relates to gender. Looks like 3 men and 7 women, but I digress. They're all black. I just want to make sure I say that one more again. Listen to what he says.
In the most black town in the United States of America, he did something very interesting. He pulled the race card.
I am so distressed and disappointed that the blackest city in the United States of America is heading into Black History Month with its all-black council tearing each other down.
A lot of times when we would say things, people would say, y'all just don't like him. It's personal. Y'all didn't want him to be mayor, so you all are picking on him. What really disappointed us is that we were in our beds one Saturday morning and we got calls from the police chief like 7 o'clock in the morning saying that he got arrested for, burglarizing someone's house and trespassing.
Mayor of South Fulton, Georgia. He was arrested while mayor for burglary.
Breaking news, the mayor of one metro Atlanta community finds himself tonight under arrest and now facing charges in Fulton County. Just hours ago, Khalid Camus was officially booked on 2 charges, criminal trespass and burglary in the first degree. Right now, he remains locked up in the Fulton County Jail. Bond has been set at $11,000.
Then after that,
And we heard comments from the media that people were blaming us and we had supposedly set him up. And we had no idea that he was taking whatever he was doing 6 o'clock in the morning and, taking a stroll on somebody's property and ignoring trespassing signs and jumping gates and walking into people's private property because he felt the need to do it. And when he was approached, he cussed the property owner out. And so he has this narcissist attitude, and because he just never held accountable for anything, he knows how to swindle his way out of things.
So everybody, we're talking to City of South Fulton Councilwoman Helen Willis is here. City Council held a public vote to approve stripping Mayor Camus of his oversight privileges and to remove his budget with the exception of his salary benefits. Now he must return his city-issued vehicle. We're talking about also having to return a $1,000 recreational pool table from his office. There is about $20,000 worth of media studio equipment. He also apparently purchased a $1,300 drone. How did you all come up with all this stuff? How did you all find out that he had all this stuff? Did he submit papers, or what happened, Councilwoman Willis?
A resident, an engaged resident, submitted an open record request. And when that open record request was posted on social media, that's when everyone got a stunning eye-opening of what he was spending, how he was spending, and all of the international trips he has been taking. We knew nothing about these multiple international trips because he's very disrespectful. When he travels and he's absent, he doesn't send us any notification. He doesn't send us an email like he's supposed to and say, I am going out of the country. I'll be gone for this long. In my absence, Mayor Pro Tem. He's not respectful in that way. The only time we know that he's somewhere is somebody sends us a video of him partying or doing something.
He says that he's just trying to, get a piece of this $300 billion consumer market, and he's taking these trips because of that. He accuses y'all of committing a coup on him, 7 members of council, and he says that it's a mixture of fear, the reason that y'all are doing this. He says you don't have a passport, you don't understand the international scope of everything.
It's not like I haven't ever had a passport. I had a passport. I didn't renew it over the COVID debacle, and haven't had a reason to renew it since then. I am going to renew it, but when I take international trips, it's on my dime. It's my personal. I don't make the city pay for my personal international trips like he did, because the city of South Fulton has a economic development strategic plan, and it has 5 things outlined in that plan that we should focus on, and it guides us on how we should handle and steer economic development in our city. International travel, trade, and commerce is not one of the recommendations.
When we hear from people, your constituents, obviously nobody likes the drama. How do we come back from all of this?
Well, we have an election this year. I would ask that residents take a good look at candidates this year, especially the mayor candidates. Send us somebody to work with. Send us someone that has a level head, someone that has a clue of government and knows what's going on, someone that is going to be a good face for the city of South Fulton, someone that will have great working relationships with every level of government, because he does not. This man doesn't own a house. He's had 5 different addresses I know of since he has been elected. He's not even stable. So send us someone that represents who we are. That's what I ask residents. That's how we turn this around.
All righty. Been talking to none other than South Fulton City Councilwoman Helen Willis. Helen, thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome. And anytime.
Mayor Kobi is in the building from South Fulton. So let me ask you this. It seems like there may be a disagreement of whether or not there were protocols in place or followed regarding your trips. I read somewhere that you did 4 continents in 4 months. And even though your expenditures, as you described here, were not what they could have been, are you comfortable and resolute in the belief that you did everything the way it should have been done? And if you did do everything the way it should have been done, why is it such an issue now?
So, no, I didn't do everything the way it should have been done. See, like, a politician will lie to you, but I'm not going to lie.
Okay.
None of us were traveling the way that we should have, or doing things the way that we should have done them. It turned out during the retreat, and we discussed this as we were discussing the travel and the places that we had been. We actually pulled up the travel policy. I was chairing this meeting, and people were making assertions. That's not how the travel policy goes. And then someone else would be, well, that's not how the travel policy goes. Turns out we got 2 different travel policies.
Wow.
They conflict with one another. If you go back and listen to the January 14th meeting, you will hear 2 other council people say, I did not follow the travel policy. So it can't just be about, if it's about me violating the travel policy, why are we not auditing everybody? If there are council members that have paid student loan payments on their card, if there are council members who've been accused of taking half the police department down to their mother's funeral and buying out rooms at a hotel on their card, if there are council members who have dry cleaning bills on their card, why are those not being audited? So this is political mudslinging, because when I came back from Ghana, what I told council was that I am going to run for re-election. I'm coming from City Hall this morning. I came in, my badge didn't work. There was an executive session after the council meeting last night. As soon as we started the executive session, that's all the stuff that we talk about behind closed doors.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
As soon as I walked in, they kicked me out.
Wait, what you mean kicked you out?
They can kick you out of executive session when the executive session topic is you.
So you don't know what's going on. You don't know what meeting they're having, and the meeting was about you.
And this morning when I came to City Hall, they took my keys. They kicked me out my office. They kicked my staff out my office. They took my car. I had come there with the first dog, Zion. They put us out in the rain. So an employee helped me get Zion to a safe place, and then I came straight here.
So does that mean you're removed? Does it mean you're fired?
What does that mean?
I don't know
like,
what
what
it
does it
means
mean?
because no one in the city is talking to me. When my badge stopped working, and then the police showed up in my office, and they were like, "Can you wait here?" I was like, "No, I can't wait. I got an interview to go to." I called the city manager, Sharon B. Subadan. I called our city attorney, Sarah Kelly. And then I called Mayor Pro Tem Linda B. Pritchett. Nobody answered my call. So now I knew something was going on. I still don't know what is going on. I haven't received any communication. No one is talking to me.
Big Ticket Morning Show with Jasmine McBee on V103, ATL's #1 for hip hop, R&B, and throwbacks. Jazzy!
Yes.
We have Mayor Khalid Kamau in the building.
Kobi.
Yeah, see, now I need clarity.
Yeah, because
I'm like
I
a
don't
Metal
know-
World Peace, you know.
we don't
So
know what
is
to
it
call
what do you,
I'm evolving. My name is Kobi, Kobi. Just one word.
Okay.
Kobi,
Like
okay.
Beyonce, Prince. No, I took an African ancestry test, and we actually were purchasing African ancestry tests for about 50 South Fulton residents. I've discovered my African ancestry at the State of the City last year. I am a Khan from Ghana, and I'm Fanti actually, and so people they're named after the day of the week that they're born. I was born on a Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
Kobi or Kwabena. There are a couple of variations of the name, so
Okay.
I took the name Kobi. Didn't take a last name because when my people were stolen from Africa, like I don't know what my family's last name is, so I'm not.